So Hal, just overall the feelings like coming back to Nashville and just seeing how the city's growing and seeing how the team's performing.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, I walked in and there's cranes all over the city, so obviously the city's growing, but the team is growing the same way. Some of the young guys that I played with are turning into men and separating themselves, guys like Forsberg, Yossi, Ellis. It's fun to watch them right now.
Especially as a defenseman, to see how Roman Yossi's developed. Just since you played with him, he was a kid still, and now he's one of the leaders on this team. What's it like to see him in terms of his maturity?
Yeah, he plays a simple game. He plays the right way. He does all the right things. It's fun to watch him kind of grow and be more comfortable in that role. Now he's playing with other guys that are his age and younger, and so he doesn't have that big mentor really to look up to like with Weber. So now it's nice to see him kind of take the reins and develop that maturity and play that way.
And you're one of those players that kind of has that connection with Montreal and Nashville, like so many other players seem to in this organization with Montreal. Just in terms of Nashville and remembering back to that time when you did come to Nashville to help for that push in the playoffs, what were the feelings going through your head when you knew you were getting traded to come to Nashville to help make that push?
Well, everyone in the NHL knows that Nashville's a great city. I didn't really understand how great it was to live here, so I just knew Broadway and knew that it was a fun spot. To come here and then the secret's out now. The fans are great, so it was a lot of fun to come to a playoff push and to have the backing of the fans was something special because they get loud and it's not the biggest arena, but it's one of the loudest for sure.
And obviously, your career's still in hockey, still with the Florida Panthers. Is that correct?
I'm done. I'm done with the Florida Panthers now.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is your career taking you now?
We'll see. I'm gonna try radio tonight and see how that goes. And I want to be around hockey. I took a little break and tried to take a breath. And hockey's in my bones. It's what I do. It's what I know. So whether it's coaching or doing something. Broadcasting, I feel like I kind of have to be around it.
What were some of the biggest tips you're given in terms of going into your first broadcast?
Well, everyone says you got to go and just be yourself, but it's hard to be yourself on a camera. So we'll find out. When someone's listening to every word you're saying, you can't just slide in something stupid and make yourself look like a clown. So, but that's the fun part is trying to be yourself and do the right thing, and who knows? We'll see how it works.
Hal, we've talked to a lot of the guys that were here at the very beginning of the franchise. You, of course, came later.
Yeah.
They always talked about how much not only the city but the team, the franchise itself has grown. Even in the time since you were here, have you taken a moment? I know you mentioned the cranes, but just the city, the franchise itself.
Well, the whole landscape has changed. I don't know how they're going to handle the traffic, but yeah, it's the whole mindset for the organization within the city, the whole city with the Expo Center. It's huge, and people are talking about it. It was a little secret. We moved down here, and we said, "How come people don't know about this?" Well, it's out. People know now, and it's fun to see it go through that, and it's nice to see the organization has picked up some speed since we had a little playoff run. I think that was probably the start of it, and guys have picked up from there, and the good young talent has kind of taken it there. And so I think it's an exciting time for hockey and for Nashville.
It wasn't the longest stop of your career, but any fond memories, anything that sticks with you most about Nashville?
Well, the people here, I'm from the Northeast, so to come here and to really be exposed to the Southern charm, and it's a beautiful state. So, from the rolling hills to coming in to party on Broadway, it's a contrast for sure, but it's got everything you need in a nice little city. And like I said, it's blowing up now, but we have a lot of good people that we met, and my kids loved it, and my family loved it, and it was nice being around the Preds. It's a good organization. They do things right, and it's nice to be around that.
You played for a lot of teams in your career. Do you keep tabs on all of them?
It's funny because everyone gets traded and moved away and goes somewhere else. So I'm more keeping tabs with guys that I played with and wherever they end up. And it's funny how they overlap. And guys like PK Subban and Yannick Weber that are now down here that I played with in Montreal. And it's kind of funny to see those relationships that kind of commingle.
Yeah.